What's good with y'all? To go back to another video, man. Kind of sweating, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like my computer be generating heat, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that should be making me sweat. But anyways, we back with another video. So today, we got y'all with some chill shit. This the shit you watch at night. You know, you chilling, you sitting back, relaxing, smoking your weed, eating your food, lights off, and you just chill out and watch. So today, 6 terrifying cave moments caught on camera. Let's get straight to the video.
Alex, from the channel Cantrell Caving, is known for exploring some of the most dangerous, narrow, and unpredictable cave systems in the world. But this time, his passion nearly cost him his life. On November 3rd, 2023, a group of 5 young men, including Alex and his close friend Jacob,
there's people out there that really be risking their lives, bro. Risking their lives for these views, bro. Is it that worth it, bro? You want to go viral, but you're not gonna end up alive, bro. God
out
damn.
To explore a cave they had never been in before. The plan was simple: follow the rope, reach the end, and document the journey. But nothing ever goes exactly as planned.
If somebody paid you $1 million to do this, would you do this? And you have no experience, would you do it? I don't know, bro. For $1 million, I don't know.
Underground. At first, everything seemed fine. Headlamps on, boots laced, spirits high.
Look how tight
They
that shit
moved
is.
deeper inside, unaware that the conditions had already changed, and fast. Not long into their descent, they found themselves battling rising water. The cave's narrow passages were partially flooded, making every step harder and far more dangerous. The air was heavy with moisture, and the rocks were slick. Every step forward took them deeper, both into the cave and into the unknown.
I'm about to say, what the fuck is that?
What happens if you pee in a wetsuit? Just asking for it just stays. I'm asking for a friend. It just stays.
So funny jokes.
They were still laughing, talking about reaching the end of the tunnel, but beneath the surface, tension was starting to build. Jacob, who had scouted part of the route ahead, tried to warn them. Some sections are completely underwater. You'll have to duck your head just to get through. There's no way to breathe in parts of it.
That motherfucker getting higher and higher.
Go right. Okay, guys.
What I want to know is, what are y'all trying to get out of this, bro? Like, what is the whole point of y'all going into caves and doing all this stuff? Like, I don't know, bro. What is the point?
The group pushed forward, following the rope and hoping nothing would go wrong. But as they went deeper into the flooded tunnel, fear began to show on Alex's face. His confidence faded. His movements grew tense and frantic. The water level kept rising until it filled his ears, and the only way to breathe was to tilt his head straight up toward the ceiling. The deeper he crawled, the more unstable he became, until suddenly, everything went wrong.
You go, Jacob? Oh, he just barely. You're good. Oh my God! I'm coming out. All right, we'll back it out.
One of Alex's friends panicked. Struggling to breathe, he grabbed onto Alex in desperation, nearly dragging them both underwater. Cold, water, darkness, claustrophobia. In a cave, panic is your worst enemy. Claustrophobia.
Salute to him, bro. He kept cool. Like, he good thing he didn't panic, because Buddy, his friend, was panicking for sure. But good thing she stayed calm, bro. 2 people panicking, it don't work. You're going to need somebody to be calm and keep everything, you know what I'm saying, steady.
Yeah. In a cave, panic is your worst enemy. Exactly. Despite the chaos, they somehow managed to keep their heads above water. Inch by inch, they pulled themselves back toward the light. By the time they reached an open space, Both Alex and his friend were scraped, bruised, and completely exhausted. It could have ended very differently. They were lucky to survive.
Stuck in a tight...
This man was exploring a cave when he reached a dangerously narrow passage. Determined to push forward, he squeezed himself into the tight gap and nearly became
Why
stuck.
y'all do this?
The video was uploaded to YouTube on January 10th, 2022,
Bro,
under the title... The video
you did this for 72,000 views, bro? Come on, bro.
To YouTube on January 10th, 2022, under the title Smothered in a Claustrophobic Cave. The man behind the channel Caveman Hikes has posted dozens of similar videos where he successfully escapes caves after long and risky explorations. But in this video, things look far more tense.
But so far I haven't felt like that squeeze. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to take the light with me, is the problem. If I go Superman style, I can certainly get through, but then my clothes are going to bunch up. And it'll look cool on camera, but very uncomfortable bunching clothes up and backing up at the same time. So one of the nice things about these is you can use your feet for leverage, and you can't see that, but I take my feet and I pinch it up against the ceiling, and then I use that to leverage myself backwards. So I'm leveraging myself through here. And I fit okay. It didn't look like I was gonna, but I'm pretty much... I just have a hard time leveraging myself
Nigga,
to
look like
move
you're
myself
stuck
over this knuckle. But it's gonna be a little lost in here.
For a while, he keeps trying to push deeper into the cave, but eventually realizes he's almost completely trapped.
Trying to give you a decent view.
Bro. And then on top of that, you're by yourself, bro. So if anything happened to you, let's say you stuck like that, who's gonna save you, bro? That's painful. You're gonna be like that, and you got to let yourself out, bro, or say goodbye, bro.
What's going on in my little gumdrop's life here? I'll bring you closer. There we go. So it's all about leverage, and I don't know where my feet are here, but I'm working my way through here as I can.
I wonder what's the end goal.
See, you see, this is the problem with the clothes bunching up. My knee pad's caught. Okay.
At that moment, he decides not to risk it any further and begins carefully backing out the way he came. Fortunately, he manages to escape without any injuries.
Playing games.
This story comes from the YouTube channel Action Adventure Twins, run by two brothers, James and Edward. Since early 2020, they've been exploring dangerous and extremely tight cave systems, documenting their underground adventures. But in March 2021, one of their expeditions brought them terrifyingly close to death. They decided to explore the well-known Pettyjohn Cave in Georgia. By that time,
That's in Georgia.
they had already visited several sections of this sprawling maze-like cave system, even discovering an underground waterfall during one of their previous trips. They felt confident enough to take on the challenges of this underground labyrinth. However, this time, their goal was one of the most difficult sections of the cave, appropriately named the Nervous Breakdown.
This one's tight.
A title that perfectly describes the mental state of anyone attempting to pass through it. The beginning of the trip went smoothly. The brothers squeezed through a narrow entrance and reached the first open chamber of the cave. But soon, the passages began to narrow again, forcing them to crawl through tighter and tighter spaces. After about 25 minutes of crawling, they faced their first serious obstacle. A muddy chamber with a deep, narrow pit in the middle that had to be carefully skirted along the edge. One wrong move would mean falling into a tight shaft with almost zero chance of climbing back out. The slippery walls and lack of solid footing would make it nearly impossible to pull someone out. After safely passing this dangerous area, they finally reached the entrance to the infamous Nervous Breakdown. To their frustration, part of the surrounding area had collapsed, making it much harder to find a safe route forward. Rocks were scattered everywhere, narrow drops surrounded them, and pitch-black darkness filled the space. After a long search, Edward eventually located an entrance and decided to go down, leaving his brother above as a backup in case something went wrong. He had no idea that this decision would become one of the biggest mistakes of his life. After descending a bit deeper, Edward tried to contact his brother, but there was no response.
I found a rope.
Quiet.
I don't hear anymore.
He suddenly found himself in a nightmare scenario, lost in an unknown part of the cave with no way to communicate. At first, he tried to stay calm and continue
Playing these
moving,
games.
still hoping he would meet James somewhere ahead. But after 30 minutes of searching and calling out with no answer, the reality of the situation began to sink in. He knew that panic was the worst possible reaction, but anxiety was slowly taking over. After countless failed attempts to locate his brother, Edward decided
That's
to...
the thing, like when you in a situation like this, bro, you can't panic. You cannot panic. You have to stay calm. Because as soon as you panic, that's it. As soon as you panic, that's it. So you gotta stay,
retrace his steps,
calm.
only to realize how
Shouldn't be
difficult
doing this
that would
anyway.
be.
James! James!
Hey,
It's been like 30 minutes since I last saw him.
30 minutes?
I
You
don't
was there
even
for 30
know
minutes?
where I'm at. I tried to go back to the last place I saw him. And everything just looks the same. It's just a
Bro, it's fucked.
jumble maze.
Every direction looked exactly the same in the dim light of his headlamp. Narrow tunnels and uneven rock walls offered no landmarks to help him remember where he had come from. With every step, the situation became more desperate. A single wrong choice could leave him wedged in a passage too tight to escape. Or worse,
It's
he
dangerous,
could fall
bro.
into a hidden fissure. Even without physical injury, it would be easy to wander in circles until exhaustion took over. The recording, which began with excitement as he entered the nervous breakdown, could have ended as a tragic documentation of his final moments. After what felt like endless wandering in circles, Edward finally spotted a small but familiar detail, a piece of marker tape he had noticed earlier on his way down. Following it, he was finally able to find his way back.
Okay.
James! Oh,
James right there?
you're over here? Oh,
That nigga chilling.
this place is a maze, man.
Oh, hey, I see your light.
Dude, I thought we were never gonna see each other. Dude, I know. Oh,
After reuniting, the brothers stayed together for the rest of the expedition, and eventually made it safely out of the cave without serious injuries. This experience didn't stop them from exploring caves. They continue to upload videos to their YouTube channel, but now they do so with far more caution and much better preparation.
Yeah.
Today I'm going to make a beat. We're going to Output's new plugin, Co-Producer. Play your beat.
The following story took place in January 2014.
Look at this, bro.
When a group of cave explorers set out to conquer Lost John's Cave in Lancashire, England.
In
This
England?
impressive cave system stretches for about 3 miles, with known depths reaching around 700 feet. Most of the team had years of caving experience behind them, and, like many seasoned explorers, they were confident in their abilities. They carefully prepared for the expedition, studying maps, planning their route, and packing the necessary gear. But in the world of caving, there is a brutal truth. When something goes wrong, no amount of planning can guarantee safety. Even the most experienced explorers can find themselves in life-threatening situations. That is exactly what happened to one member of the group, Bob Johnson. At first, the expedition went smoothly. The team moved deeper into the cave, using their equipment to overcome each obstacle. But everything changed when they reached a section known as the Tube, an extremely narrow passage that required crawling forward on their stomachs. To make matters worse, part of the passage was filled with water, making visibility and breathing even more difficult. Despite the dangerous conditions, the group decided to continue. The thinnest member went first and managed to squeeze through. Bob Johnson went next, and he was far less fortunate. At first he made steady progress through the tube, but soon he began to struggle, even in the slightly wider sections. Somehow he reached the narrowest part of the passage, and that's where his luck ran out.
Ooh. Bro, he's stuck. I need to help this man. He's stuck.
He became completely wet.
Bro, do you not know how scary that is? When you stuck and you know there's no way to get out unless somebody help you.
Edged from the waist down, and every attempt to free himself only made things worse. Being stuck in such a tight space is already horrifying.
That shit is scary as hell. Like, think about it. That's scary.
Solid rock squeezing your body, the walls closing in. You can't move. You can barely breathe.
You can't
and panic
reach.
begins to creep in. For Bob,
Look.
can't move.
Look how far his buddy is. He can't reach him.
Breathe, and panic begins to creep in. For Bob, the nightmare was just beginning. On top of being trapped, he now had to face a far more terrifying threat: rising water. Water makes any caving trip infinitely more dangerous. In a dry cave, even if you get stuck, at least you have time to think, time to plan. But when water starts rising, the situation becomes deadly within minutes. Imagine freezing water slowly climbing up your body while you are trapped in solid rock, unable to move.
So did he ever get out?
The terror is indescribable. Bob knew he had only a short time before drowning became a real possibility, and he fought desperately to free himself. But the water soaked through his clothing, making him heavier, and his escape attempts even more hopeless. Just when the situation seemed completely hopeless, one of the team members had an idea. The idea that would ultimately save Bob's life. Instead of trying to push him forward, the team members behind him began carefully pulling him back the way he came, and it worked. Bob was finally freed, though his ordeal was far from over. Later, he shared in the comments that he and the two teammates who rescued him had to crawl for another 3 hours to escape the cave through an alternative route. This incident left such a deep psychological scar that even today, Bob says,
Motherfucking thundering outside, bro. I don't know where y'all from, but we getting affected by this hurricane from Jamaica, man. Hey, shout out to Jamaica, man. I know they going through it with the hurricane shit, but bro, there's too much going on right now. Sudan, so much shit going on in the world, but hey.
He can't watch the footage from that day without experiencing severe anxiety. This unsettling video was filmed by Jacob, an experienced explorer.
Hey, you notice you don't see black people doing this shit? We know better, bro. We know better, bro. We know not to go in this shit. So,
covering the secrets of abandoned mines. For nearly 20 years, he had descended into forgotten tunnels, documenting his journeys and sharing the hidden history of these places with his viewers. But this time was different. This time he encountered something he would never forget. On the cold, rainy evening of December 5th, 2017, Jacob drove down a dark, deserted road toward another abandoned mine, unaware of what awaited him underground.
Okay, that's the portal to the Waldeck mine. I'm inside. The wind has kind of died down a little bit, and it's not raining, so I managed to stay dry. Of course, I'm inside this little alcove, kind of. But anyway, you come down this little incline path, and then big boulders here you have to climb over, and then the tunnel's right behind me, this way. So let's check it out. Let's get in here.
At first, everything seemed normal, almost calm. But the deeper he ventured, the stronger a strange feeling of unease grew inside him as he passed beneath rotting wooden beams, barely holding back the crushing weight of the earth. After more than 15 minutes of walking, something strange appeared on camera.
We're going to take this correction tunnel that we skipped on the way in. I'm assuming that X means a dead end or somebody died.
A faint flash of light.
Oh, the X mean a dead end or somebody died and then proceeds to walk that same direction. Like,
the tunnel, like a distant flash.
I would have turned around so damn
fast. Though Jacob didn't notice it at the time, moments later, disturbing sounds began to echo through the tunnel. Soft, whisper-like noises coming from somewhere just out of sight.
Do you hear that?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Sounds like, what, is that wind? I don't know if you can hear that on the camera.
Bro, by yourself? Or no?
Do you hear that?
You hear that scream?
It stopped. No. I don't know what that is. That doesn't sound like wind, but that's crazy. Don't know if that's a bird or...
Bird?
I don't know what that is. It almost sounds like snakes.
I think that's a bird. Go check.
Wow.
You don't hear that?
I heard some weird stuff in mines, but that is definitely creepy. I don't know what that is. So let's get out of here and head back out to the portal.
Okay, smart man.
That was weird.
Smart man.
I think I keep hearing something. That was strange.
Yeah, that's
I hear
great.
the air blowing here.
Y'all need to get the fuck out of here.
I'm getting out of here, and you can really hear that airflow. I'm getting out of here and heading home.
Uneasy, Jacob turned back toward the entrance.
He said, nah,
but on his way out, he noticed another tunnel he had missed before, and cautiously decided to investigate.
Looking down the tunnel here.
What is wrong with you, bro? You just say you're gonna leave and go home because some weird shit just happened. You find another tunnel and then you go in it. Bro, go home. Go home. Go eat. Go take a shower, bro. Go chill out. Watch a movie. Scratch your ass. Something. Stay away from these tunnels, bro. Bro, look at this, bro. Nigga breathing hard as hell.
I don't know why that one chain is swinging back there. Don't know if you can see that in the video or not.
Yeah, we can see that.
Inside, steel chains hung from the ceiling, ordinary at first glance, until he saw one of them slowly swaying back and forth, as if someone had just touched it. That was enough for Jacob. Realizing he was not alone, he immediately left the mine and never looked back.
Oh, for real?
To this
He finally
day,
left?
he still has no explanation for what happened in that tunnel. It remains an unsolved mystery. This unsettling 30-minute video was filmed by a man named Daniel, who entered a cave with two of his friends despite having no proper caving experience or equipment. Only a few minutes after going underground, they got lost, as anyone would expect. While searching for a way out, Daniel discovered a small chamber crawling with massive spiders.
Oh! I'm not scared of spiders, but there's a shitload of them.
I wouldn't go there.
Okay, spiders, don't touch me and I won't touch you.
And to make things even worse,
Don't touch me and I won't touch you. You think they give a fuck? Nigga, you're in their home. Cave digger. You're in their little habitat, man. You don't see the spider go to your house and then you just tell, hey, and the spider tell you, look, hey man, you don't touch me, I won't touch you. Nah, it don't work like that, buddy. So yes, they're gonna touch you.
one of his friends nearly became stuck between the cave walls. At first, the group tried to stay calm and act as if everything was under control. But as the video goes on, the tension rises and panic slowly begins to take over. Fortunately, after a terrifying struggle in the darkness, all three of them eventually managed to find their way out unharmed.
That's great. Hey man, if y'all enjoyed that video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Today I just dropped a couple chill videos for y'all to watch, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out, bro. Out. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. We posting every day, non-stop.